They tried interrogating a human. Big mistake. The Cathrak Dominion prided itself on breaking every species they encountered. Their interrogation chambers had seen hundreds of captives, rebels, spies, soldiers, all reduced to trembling shells after a few hours under the neural probes. The prisoner sat quietly in the cold metal chair, wrists bound in plasma restraints that could melt steel. He was human, a species the Dominion had only recently discovered on the galactic frontier. Captain Vroth watched the man through the glass. "So this is the Terran," he hissed. "Doesn't look like much." The technician adjusted the neural interface. "Humanoid, yes. Brain structure dense, but primitive. Shouldn't take long." Inside the chamber, Sergeant Alex Mason stared at the mirror. He knew they were watching. He'd been captured 3 days ago, after his ship went down over some jungle moon. No weapon, no backup, just him and the enemy. The door slid open. A Cathrak interrogator slithered in, all chitin and muscle, for glowing eyes studying him. "Us! You will tell us about your weapons?" It rasped through a translator. "Your fleets.
Ow.
Your homeworld." Alex smiled faintly. "You first," the alien tilted its head. "You think this is humorous?" "No," Mason said. "I just like knowing who's asking. Name, rank, that sort of thing." The interrogator hissed, annoyed. "You are not in a position to demand anything human," Funny Mason said, leaning forward. "You've got me tied up, but you look nervous." The Cathrak signaled the technician. The neural probe activated, glowing blue as it sank into the back of Mason's skull. And then, something went wrong. The technician frowned. "Strange. The interface, it's not syncing." The alien tapped its console. "Increase voltage." The probe pulsed brighter. Mason's eyes rolled back. His pulse spiked, then leveled out. Inside the alien's mind, chaos erupted. The Cathrak interrogator was suddenly elsewhere, standing knee-deep in mud. Rain pouring down, explosions lighting the night sky. The stench of smoke and iron filled the air. Around him, humans shouted, ran, fought. A human soldier turned toward him, face painted, eyes wild. "You picked the wrong brain to mess with," the interrogator screamed. The image shifted, memories, sensations, emotions crashing through him like a storm. Fear, pain, hope, fury, the sheer stubbornness of humanity. "Impossible," the technician cried. "He's feeding the probe." Vroth slammed his clawed fist against the glass. Shut it down. Too late. The probe overloaded, sparking. The interrogator collapsed, smoke curling from its carapace. Inside, Mason lifted his head slowly. His eyes were glowing faint blue from residual feedback. "You should have asked nicely." Vroth stormed into the chamber, blaster aimed at the human. "What did you do?" Mason chuckled. "You tried to read my mind. You didn't like what you found." He tilted his head. "Ever wonder why we don't have telepaths on Earth?" "Because our minds bite back," Vroth snarled. "You are a primitive species." "Primitive," Mason interrupted. "Let me tell you something, Bugman. We crawled out of mud, built fire, split atoms, and started walking among the stars. Not because we were the biggest or smartest, but because we refused to die. Every nightmare that ever tried to wipe us out taught us one thing. Pain means you're still fighting." Vroth hesitated, mandibles twitching. The human's voice was steady, to calm. "You think you can scare me?" Mason went on. "Your torture toys? I've seen worse. You ever spend 3 months in a frozen trench, surrounded by enemies, watching your friends bleed out? You don't need alien tech to know what fear is." The captain aimed his blaster. "Nuff, yeah," Mason said softly. "Nuff." The lights flickered. The neural interface sparked again. Mason had rechanneled the feedback through the console, overloading the system. Power conduits exploded along the walls. He ripped his restraints free in the chaos, grabbed the captain's weapon, and fired once. When the smoke cleared, only one being walked out of the chamber. Later, Dominion officers reviewing the footage saw something chilling. The human had smiled the entire time. The report spread quickly through the fleet. The Dominion declared humans off limits for interrogation. Too dangerous, too unpredictable. And somewhere, drifting through space in a stolen shuttle, Sergeant Mason leaned back and muttered to himself, "You wanted to know what makes us human? Now you know," he grinned. "Big mistake."